Kotodama, The Seven Mysteries of Fujisawa looks like a typical silly strip puzzle game with visual novel elements. Despite this appearance and the puzzle gameplay, there is a dark and creepy presence lying in wait. The story starts off by introducing the protagonist, a high school student, default name is Shiori Kanagi if you play as a girl, who signed a contract with the demon Monchan. The powers given by this demon allow Shiori to see into the hearts and thoughts of others. The puzzle aspect comes in when someone is hiding something from you and beating the puzzle forces them to tell you what they were hiding. While attending a new school, they get lost and are approached by a student named Nanami who asks if she knows anything about the Curse of Mikoto. Nanami later takes Shiori to her school club, the Occult Research Club. This is where Nanami and another student, Wakaba, research and try to solve the 7 mysteries of the school. The mysteries are introduced as follows. Mystery number 1, the principal of Fujisawa Academy. No one has seen the principal, but supposedly you will have good luck if you ever do. Mystery 2, the Library of Wisdom. There is a secret underground tunnel in the campus that leads to a library. Anyone who enters will gain incredible wisdom. Mystery number 3, the Curse of Mikoto. Mikoto is the ghost of a girl who committed suicide by jumping off of the school roof. Her spirit haunts the campus and brings misfortune to whoever she targets. Mystery number 4, the Wandering Gentleman. A blonde man wanders the campus after dark and invites passers-by to a tea party. If his invitation is accepted, he will send you to another dimension, but if you refuse, he will answer any questions you have. Mystery number 5, the Clock Tower Angel. There is supposed to be an angel inside the clock tower who makes romances come true. If you breach the confidentiality with the angel, she will destroy your relationship out of rage. Mystery number 6, the White Wolf. A white wolf lives near the campus and appears randomly before running away and disappearing. If you can touch its fur, you will get good luck, but it also may try to attack you. Mystery number 7, the Future Reflecting Mirror. Inside of an empty classroom is a large mirror. If you stand in front of it as the sun sets, your future self will appear and ask you 10 questions. If you answer truthfully, you are guaranteed a great future, but if you lie, you will face many frustrations. The mystery the club is currently investigating when you arrive is the White Wolf. Along with rumors of the wolf are rumors of an animal sadist who attacks and kills animals in the forest. When Nanami and Shiori enter the forest to search for the wolf's hideout, they come across a wary stray dog that is bleeding from its shoulders. Before they can inspect it further, the dog runs away in fear. A student named Honoka is known for loving animals and is always going into the forest to visit them, but she's always attacked by whatever animal she tries to touch. After hearing more of the White Wolf rumors, Shiori and Nanami head back to the forest to ask Honoka about the wolf. As they wander the forest to find her, they hear the sound of a dog being hit by a blunt object and the dog whimpering. The dog runs away and Nanami begins chasing it. Shiori heads further into the forest and finds Honoka wielding a bloody stick in her hand and a strange look on her face. She admits to getting frustrated with herself for not doing well in school and taking out her anger on the animals. Shiori keeps Honoka's secret, and it doesn't seem like she will get any psychological help for her issues. The mystery of the White Wolf is closed to being an abused white dog. The next mystery they investigate is the Library of Wisdom. Shiori learns about the athlete Toyama becoming an honor student due to visiting the library. She and Nanami search the school to find Toyama and ask him about it, and they eventually find him in the regular library. He refuses to tell them anything and runs away. Their next clue is that Toyama has been feeling weak lately, according to other students. After getting more information, the club decides the best course of action is to follow Toyama when he goes into the library, followed by the archives. The only excuse that they get from him is that the archives are used to help students be better in class, but it's an obvious lie. After supposedly closing the case on that mystery, Nanami heads to the roof and explains the Curse of Mikoto to Shiori. Mikoto had once been Nanami's classmate and best friend. She was a good student and a kind person, but something drove her to jump off of the roof and commit suicide. Nanami vows to find out what made Mikoto kill herself, and Shiori agrees to help solve the mystery. After Shiori joins the club, their next mystery to solve is the Wandering Gentleman. There are theories that he is either a ghost or someone sneaking onto the campus after hours named Mystery Student X. Mystery Student X is revealed as Yukino, a rich student who wants to practice violin against her parents' wishes. She has met the gentleman from the rumors, however, and agrees to let the club meet him as well. The group sneaks into the school late at night and Yukino plays her violin to draw out the gentleman. The club members eventually come across the man who introduces himself as the campus demon. He then changes his title to a maintenance inspector named Taro Yamada. He has a strange aura to him, and the students leave soon after. When Shiori returns to her dorm room, she notices Mon-chan is gone. Mon-chan is seen at the campus in her true demon form. It becomes apparent that Taro is also a demon and that they know each other. Mon-chan reveals Taro's true name as Luke. The next day at school, Shiori becomes aware of a popular online fortune teller named Sakura. The club also decides to solve the mystery of the Clock Tower Angel, to which Wakaba is reluctant. After listening for any tips or gossip, Nanami and Shiori head to the roof. There they find Tanaka, a student who tells them that Wakaba was one of the students who had help in her romance from the angel. Wakaba admits that she went to the clock tower to meet the angel for romance advice and found Tanaka instead, who was the actual clock tower angel. After getting sick of doing fortune-telling, Tanaka and Wakaba created Sakura as a way to get rid of the rumor at school. Wakaba ends up breaking up with her boyfriend due to the relationship only working because of the fortune-telling advice. After solving this mystery, the club's senior, Satsuki Kujo, offers to collaborate with them, wanting to figure out why Mikoto committed suicide. He was previously her boyfriend and never found out why she did it. The only person to give any real information is the school's janitor, who said he was the one who found Mikoto's body. She was laying face up on the ground in the rain, holding onto a suicide note. Based on the note, it is assumed that Mikoto killed herself due to Kujo breaking up with her. However, parts of the note are blurred out, and Nanami is aware of what one of the blurred sentences says. When questioned, she gains a disturbing and demonic look on her face before saying bye-bye, and the credits roll. Luke pops up and restarts the story, warning the player to not let the other students know that you are aware of certain secrets. After seeing the dark side of Nanami, Shiori and Mon-chan decide to investigate her but also keep their distance. After asking around about the Curse of Mikoto, they go to the roof and see Nanami there as well. She begins talking casually, then reveals that she knows where Shiori has been at in the school and who she has talked to. Shiori is hesitant to ask her about the curse and tries to leave. While her back is turned, Nanami strikes her over the head and knocks her out, chastising her for snooping around. Shiori closes her eyes and dies from the impact. Luke appears again and restarts the game, telling Shiori to take a demon's warning seriously. The story continues with the club investigating the White Wolf again. While looking around, Shiori witnesses Honoka get into an argument with her mother over the phone, causing her to storm into the forest with rage and take out her frustration on the animals. When she's confronted again, she admits to beating the animals out of anger and taunts Shiori. The mystery is then closed out the same as before. The Library of Wisdom has the same outcome as before, but this time Shiori quietly approaches Nanami on the roof from behind. She overhears Nanami talking to herself about keeping up an act. Once again, Shiori is struck from behind by Nanami and dies from the impact. When they investigate the White Wolf again, Shiori has Mon-chan appear to Honoka to get more answers out of her. She implies that she will not stop hurting animals and begins choking Mon-chan when she thinks about her mother. Using their knowledge of the forest layout from previous expeditions, Shiori and Nanami reach the dog before Honoka can beat it. She arrives and asks where the dog is, saying he normally goes to that area, and threatens to attack Shiori instead. Honoka then opens up about her relationship with her mother. She holds her daughter with high expectations and demands the best from her. They fight daily over Honoka not doing well enough for her. Honoka tried finding solace in the company of animals but wasn't able to win their affection and turned to attacking them, releasing her anger towards her mother. While investigating the Library of Wisdom, Toyama spills that he secretly hates all of the girls who fangirl over him. He tells Shiori that he only wants to be successful with his academics. When he goes to the archives, Shiori keeps Nanami back so they can see what he's actually doing in that room. They witness him opening a door to a secret underground passage. The end of the passage has an electronic door that is locked, so they wait for Toyama to come back out. When he comes back out, he reveals that the school is funded by a pharmaceutical company, Ashia Pharma, and they offer medical care to the honor students. During the Clock Tower Angel investigation, Wakaba is revealed as blackmailing Tanaka to help her with her boyfriend troubles. She forced him to create fortunes that would make Wakaba's boyfriend do whatever she wanted him to do. When Tanaka finally refused to do Wakaba's dirty work, she took it upon herself to write fortunes for her boyfriend to follow that would benefit her. When you're finally able to continue investigating the Curse of Mikoto, you learn from Yukino that Mikoto had a huge fear of heights. This fact makes Monchan suspicious about why someone with a fear of heights would kill themselves by jumping off of a building. When Nanami mentions the part of the suicide note that has been blurred out, you now have two options. You can ask her how she knows what the blurred part of the note says, however she will not give you an answer, ending the game. The other option is to stay quiet and not alert her that you're suspicious. The next mystery that the club investigates is the principle of Fujisawa. Once they solve that one, only one mystery remains: the future reflecting mirror. While gathering evidence for this mystery, the club learns about fights constantly breaking out at school. Along with the fights, their homeroom teacher Mizuki-sensei has been offering counseling and supplements to students. She was spotted in the forest talking closely to an unknown doctor. Based on conversations overheard, it seems likely that the students taking the supplements have side effects that turn them very aggressive. Shiori and Nanami talked with another student, Shinatsu, who went to Mizuki-sensei for counseling. She tells them about the supplements called AS Eva 01 and shows them the last one she carries on her. When Shiori tries to pick it up, it bursts into flames and disappears. Later in the dorm room, Monchan tells Shiori more about the supplement. Humans can only have a contract with one demon at a time. If a human touches another demon's contract item, the item will disintegrate into flames to nullify that contract. According to Monchan, the supplement forces anyone who takes it into a demonic contract. The ending of a contract can turn humans aggressive, which is why fights are happening. Wakaba recovers a flash drive that she had lost earlier and shows Shiori a strange new file on it, also named AS Eva 01. In the file is a list of students' names, including Wakaba's. Next to the names are the amount of doses they've taken, along with notes about their results. It becomes apparent that Mizuki-sensei has been using students as test subjects. After getting more information from their other teacher, Matsubara-sensei, the group moves to the courtyard and witnesses the principal being assaulted by a student. Once the student is knocked out, Shiori asks the principal about the supplement. He reveals that he is being forced by Ashiya Pharma to let them use students as test subjects for a clinical trial of a doping drug called Evelon. He is shocked to find out that students have been taking the drug since Mizuki-sensei's role was to merely observe and not administer it. The drug was supposed to be administered to select students and only with their consent. The hidden room behind the archives is the medical room where students' results are noted down. Mizuki-sensei was the creator of the prototype drug but learned that it had unwanted side effects of extreme anger and violence in the user. After learning all of this, you have a few choices to choose from. You can look at one of three people: the principal, Wakaba, or Nanami. Looking at the principal or Wakaba results in the same ending. The principal will tell you that a Type 2 drug was created to reduce the side effects of the first one, but Mizuki-sensei was obsessed with Type 1. The club and Kujo make their way into the forest to find Mizuki-sensei and Toyama. They come across them, and Toyama is demanding more drugs. Mizuki-sensei tells everyone that the drug will make humanity even more powerful and takes all of the pills she has on her to demonstrate. After taking all of them, she changes into a demonic but elegant creature. After being defeated, she tells them that she wanted to give the students the drugs to become less stressed and depressed with new forms. Apparently Mikoto had gone to her about Nanami being stressed and told Mizuki-sensei to not give drugs to any students. Nanami's friendly facade fades away and she taunts Kujo for blaming himself for Mikoto's death. She thanks Wakaba for spreading the curse of Mikoto, and after being beaten, she merely says, "I'm sorry, Mikoto," before the credits roll. If you look at Nanami, she tells you that Mikoto often took the supplement and wonders if that is why she killed herself. Mizuki-sensei tells the group that Mikoto had refused to take the drug and she thinks that was why she killed herself. Nanami had instead been the one taking the drug out of jealousy of Mikoto, and the drug helped her mood become stable. After Nanami is defeated, she begins laughing maniacally and explains her past with Mikoto. Nanami had been a tennis pro and was unbeatable until she met Mikoto. Mikoto was better than Nanami, who was subsequently pushed to being the second best. This envy drove Nanami to kill Mikoto. On the night Mikoto died, Nanami went to the roof of the school building and threatened to jump. Mikoto was desperately trying to stop her and went over when she asked her to. Despite having an intense fear of heights, Mikoto pushed herself to save her friend. Nanami had written a suicide note that Mikoto brought when she went to stop her from jumping. In the note, Nanami had written that she wanted to see Mikoto before killing herself and then tore the note in half. She gave the top half to Mikoto, which had her name at the bottom, looking like she wrote it. Just when Mikoto thought she saved her friend and was going to go home with her, Nanami shoved her off the roof and she fell to her death. Nanami does not regret killing Mikoto and felt it was necessary to be the best again. After hearing her story, Luke appears and tells Nanami she is the perfect human contractor to make a deal with the demon. Mizuki-sensei becomes distressed, saying she wanted to be Luke's human contractor and that's why she was giving supplements to the students. Luke turns her down due to her having romantic feelings for him. Nanami emotionlessly agrees, taking his hand, and they both disappear within an instant. Over time, the memories of Luke, Nanami, the experiments, everything began disappearing from everyone's minds. Shiori is the only one to still remember Nanami due to having a contract with Monchan. The story has a lot of parallels with both Hatoful Boyfriend and Song of Memories. Unfortunately, this one's story isn't as strong as the former two. It kind of fizzles out at the end. The story is interesting enough but not captivating. It's mostly worth playing for the puzzle aspect rather than the story. Thank you for watching the video. Let me know what you think of this game in the comments. Like it if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more. Consider becoming a patron on my Patreon or checking out my Redbubble to help me out because I need money and got cut down to part-time at my work. Also, let me know if you have any suggestions for games you want me to cover in a review or to go into the deep depths about them. Thank you for watching and have a great day!